Welcome back. You're watching the lunch hour. Markets down about 0.3% at 52.18 on the Nifty. The metal stocks are putting some pressure on the markets. Meanwhile, BHEL and Gas Authority of India are also trending pretty weak. But let's shift the focus to the real estate space, which has been a beaten down one and underperformed the markets. But one realty player which has been standing out is Godrej Properties. After concluding a successful IPP last month, the company has been announcing a slew of projects. And even though sales are low, Godrej Properties has managed to sell out its Vikhroli project in less than a week. Now the focus, it seems, has shifted to redevelopment. Earlier, my colleague Ruth Saldana caught up with the MD and CEO of the company, Pirojsha Godrej, and began by asking him about this shift of focus.
Great to be with you. I think it's great to see that we do now have some traction in the redevelopment space. It has for some time been an important priority for all of us at Godrej Properties. We think it's a huge opportunity given the scale of redevelopment required in Mumbai. We also think it's a very good strategic fit for Godrej Properties because essentially it allows us to add value from our brand and convince people living in their current homes that to partner with us as the development partner and redevelop their properties. The property we announced today is a development in Baikala, inclusive of the redevelopment space. This will be about 3 lakh square foot development. And the deal we've structured is under the development management fee model, where we will get a fee of about 50 crores to handle the development. We will not have to make any of the investments. In fact, we've already received an advance payment of 5 crores today. So this is a very good deal for Godrej Properties. It's structured in quite a risk-free manner. And it's also something where we do benefit from the upside. So it's not that we only have this flat fee. We have also structured a promote so that above certain prices, if the project gets there, we will get a certain percentage of those revenues.
Right, but Pirojsha, do you have a time frame for these projects, for the completion? Now, when will these redevelopment projects, both in Baikala as well as in Chembur, be completed? And when will you recognize the revenue on your books?
Both of the two projects we've announced are likely to be 4 to 5 year projects. Of course, the revenue we've accounted for already, some of it, while it's a quiet period, so I can't really talk in much detail, but clearly we have on last quarter indicated that we concluded a private equity deal with ASK investment fund, and that is a deal that will allow us to book 20 crores of revenue and profit from that transaction. And we also have received an advance for this Baikala project of 10% of the 50 crore amount.
Right, now this partnership with the ASK group, you sold about 49% of the Chembur redevelopment project to them. And this is an 18-building redevelopment project, mostly residential. Will ASK be partnering with all of them? Give us some more details.
Yes, this is actually one redevelopment project. It's 18 separate buildings with 18 societies that have all come together and chosen Godrej Properties as their partner for this development. It's a development we're very excited about. It's a very strategic location. But this is one large project that will be developed in an integrated manner. And yes, ASK has partnered with us for the entire development.
Right, now Godrej Properties partners with landowners either in a JV or in a partnership form, and in some cases even dilutes equity. Now, why this model of diluting equity, and will this continue to be your strategy for Godrej Properties going ahead as well?
This has been something that we've been doing for some time now. We think it does make strategic sense. It allows us to unlock capital from a project at a very early stage. So we are able to, from this deal with the ASK, for example, unlock 20 crores of capital upfront, which gives us the funds we need to reinvest in additional projects. So this allows us to add to the total scope of our development while also prudently monetizing assets at a relatively initial stage.
Right, now give us an update on your Vikhroli launch. We heard that the whole place was practically sold out in 3 days. In fact, the whole, the 3 and 4 BHKs in the first 3 days and the 2 BHKs in the rest of the week.
The project is doing very well. As you rightly said, the momentum has been very strong. I don't want to comment on the specifics since it is a quiet period, but we did launch that project in the last week of the fourth quarter, and we did see a very strong response. Pricing has also been quite good. So we're very happy with the way that project is going. We've already now launched with this the 2 of the 4 towers in the project, and we look forward to completing the launch of the 3rd and 4th towers in the financial year we're currently in, and of course to future projects in Vikhroli. But clearly for us, Vikhroli is one of the biggest opportunities and is something that we're extremely excited about.
You had an extremely successful IPP last month. Can you give us some details on the new investors you've acquired through this IPP?
Yes, it was an interesting process. It was a difficult market conditions, but I think SEBI has introduced a sensible framework that did allow us to tap the capital markets. We're very happy that we successfully concluded the deal and were the first company in India to do so. We're also very pleased with the set of investors who have come in to the IPP. We've got some of our large existing investors like Jardine Fleming and Equinox that are, of course, leading global investors. We've also got some exciting new investors. So Prudential is one of the large investors in the IPP, HDFC Standard Life, IDFC, BlackRock. So we've got a great set of long-term, strong investors, both Indian and global. And we were very happy to get that done last quarter.
So what are your future fundraising plans? Post this IPP, do you need to raise any further capital, especially in the initial phases?
We have no plans to raise any capital at the entity level in the near future. After this IPP, we feel our gearing levels and financial funding requirements are largely in place. We do, of course, look for project-by-project investors on an ongoing basis where we think the deal makes sense for us and adds value and allows us to redeploy in earlier stage projects. But we have no imminent fundraising plans and certainly none at the entity level.
Right, that was Pirojsha talking to my colleague Ruth earlier on. But let's put the spotlight back on the stock that everybody is talking about.